Hiya! Welcome to another Empty Mountain video. I thought I might go over our current water system. I think I did a water video last year too, but our systems and setup is always changing here at Empty Mountain as we grow into the land here and figure out things. And anyway, I'm getting ready to fill up these small 1-gallon jugs. So we have this hand siphon pump, and right now, you know, we haul water from Missoula, and for our drinking and cooking water, we haul water, and then we've been collecting rainwater, which we've been using for the solar shower and hand washing, dishwashing. So this is potable water, and I fill up these small jugs, which I use to fill up our indoor larger jug, which we use for drinking and cooking inside. So this hand pump is pretty nifty. Let's see how we do here. Maybe I'll just do one, and then I'll kind of take you around to our other water situation. Do a little water tour. So I just have to get this going, and then it operates on its own accord. There we go. So it's pretty slick. Very low technology, which works well for us out here. And I've been keeping track of our usage. I mean, I'm filling up our indoor water dispenser, which is like, I think that one's 6 gallons. I fill that up like once a week. And then we also have an outdoor one. So I mean, right now, you know, it doesn't take too much to meet our water needs for drinking and cooking, as far as hauling water goes. And I'm learning as I go that because I tend to be our water tender here at Empty Mountain, Mike is our builder and systems guy, and I'm sort of our logistics person, and so water is one of the things that I tend to, and I need to have smaller containers that I can transport easily by myself. Of our portable storage containers for water, I find that like the 5.5 gallon container is like a good size for me to wheel around and carry. But once we start getting up into the 6 and 7 gallon, 8 gallon range, it's harder for me to lug them around. So I've been finding workarounds, you know, what can I manage and like what size works well for me to haul around by myself. So you just uncap that and it stops the water flow, which is great. Thank you. Hand pump. Just leave that in there for now while we do a little tour. Okay. And really try not to get all the stuff dirty, which is a whole other situation. Yeah, like that. See, now that's dirty. Oh dear. Alright, that's not gonna work. Alright, we're gonna let that just roll there for now. Yeah, see, that's not good. Yeah, see, this is what we're trying to avoid. I don't mind telling you that our first build is going to be, of this season, is going to be a deck. And that's going to be really amazing. Because right now we just have a dirt yard. And so, like, just everything gets dirty. There's just dirt everywhere. And when it rains, it kicks it up everywhere. And just, like, I've been trying to keep all of our potable water containers not dirty. And it's relatively a futile effort. So we're gonna have to, we'll tend to that later off camera. That's not exciting. So So I just did some other rearranging. So right now these buckets catch water off the roof, and we've gotten a lot of rain this spring, and so these have filled up many times. We've used all the water, which has been awesome. And just yesterday I was in Missoula and I got this trash can at the Home Resource for $5. Pretty great. And I transferred all the water from those buckets, which were full, into this. And here's my makeshift lid. And so this will also catch water off the roof. But now we can kind of free up these to keep catching water because we have more rain slated soon. So that's our water catch system right now. These are potable water, so this is cooking, drinking water. These are like 7 gallons? Yeah, 7 gallons. I can wield these, but it's harder. Yeah. So, and then we have, this is drinking water, so this is drinkable, potable water, which we keep outside, easy use. This is our dishwashing station, so this is rainwater that we've been using for washing dishes. And this is our pump sink, which I did a video on a little bit ago. And so we fill this bottom bucket also with rainwater. So there's that. And then I just set up this station over here, and this is also rainwater. So we can fill up like our solar shower here and anything else that we need that kind of water for. We did just get a new solar shower, and I'll tell you, I mean, this one's working pretty good. The hose is a lot shorter than our old one. Solar showers are both amazingly helpful and a pain in the butt. Because the thing is with a solar shower, you have to fill it and then hoist it up in the air and hang it in order to use it. I don't know if you've ever tried to hoist a large amount of water. You know, I mean, these are 5 gallons. I mean, I can't hoist 5 gallons of water up in the air to hang it on a hook. We fill it like halfway, and I can just about manage half of it. Again, just like getting it up over your head, it's just not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, I mean, this is definitely a temporary system. We're going to want a different setup at some point. So that is on the list. But right now this works, you know, temporarily. It works well. And I will say that I'm still in the process of working out how to wash this hair situation. I have a lot of hair, you guys. Just a lot of hair. And I have considered just shaving it all off. In large part because it would be way easier to live how we're living without all this hair going on. But I think I've honed in my hair washing system out here, which does not involve the solar shower, and it just involves a bucket of water and scooping it over my head. I think that's the way to go. So just an update on that in case you're wondering, how does she wash her hair? The other way she washes her hair is that she goes to town and uses a friend's shower. I mean, once a week when that's a thing. But when it's nice out, I like to try to shower out here and free up my time in Missoula. But it's always an option to go to our friend's house because we have great friends who are happy to let us use their shower, which is amazing. So that's a little bit about our water system. We also have a 50-gallon drum sort of closer to the parking meadow, and we probably will start getting that filled up also. We have a National Forest campground very close by, within 10 minutes, and there's potable water spigot there that the camp hosts were happy to have us use last year. So we would go and take our buckets and just fill those up and then fill up the 50-gallon drum and siphon it out from there. So anyway, we're still working out our system, but right now kind of feels like maybe we're honing in something for the time being anyway. It's Tuesday, and I'm starting to realize that, like, oh, Tuesday's my water tending day. I fill up the pump bucket and keep an eye on all the potable water and do the transfer and all that. So we'll take you inside a second here. Hey, Larch. There's Larch hanging out. So here's our indoor water, our Samson cube, which, as you might be able to see here, so it's 6 gallons. And it's good for camping, travel, zombie apocalypse, you know, and all these other things. So, you know, it's a full service water container. And this is a USB pump that we can charge. And this makes it really easy. We just push it on and it dispenses water. You push it off and it stops. So that's a really nice way easy way for us to get water out of this and dispense it easily for cooking and filling up water bottles and stuff. And so that is our current water system. Again, always in change. And there's our refrigerator. Also, we've been researching other situations like propane mini fridges and super high efficient mini electric fridges that we can hook up to the solar panel system. But right now we're rocking a cooler, and when the ice melts also, I've been using that water and transferring it either into the pump sink or for dishwashing. So we're definitely not we're not wasting any water here. So we're using all the water that we have, including the ice melt. And then I've also just started using the bags that the ice comes in, because we get blocks of ice. And right now I'm averaging 1 block of ice every other day for our purposes. I'm using the bags that the ice comes in. I'm drying them out, and then I'm using them for trash bags, which has been actually working really well. So we just fill up a trash bag, and then I take it with me into town, throw it out at the truck stop or gas station or some sort of public space trash can situation. And so we're really just trying to use everything we have on site and not generate a lot of waste, and working pretty good. So, oh, one more thing I'll show you. This is something I do, right? Oh, one more thing. So back here is our outhouse with our compost toilet set up. And I also just set up a rain catchment barrel back here. Right here. So this will catch water from our metal roof on the outhouse, and then this has a dispenser on it, and I'll be able to use this water to clean out the loo buckets once we dump them into the compost unit. So so yeah, so another rain catchment device. And hope you enjoyed our water tour. Some people are interested in this kind of stuff, like how do you live off-grid in the woods without water? And, you know, a common question we get, of course, is, you know, are you going to dig a well? And that is a thing we could do. There are some other wells in the area. We looked up the public water log. We'd have to drill down quite far, is likely that we'd have to go down quite far. So I don't know if you've looked up per foot how much it costs per foot to drill for water, but it's a lot. We've estimated, based on the water log in the area, that, you know, how far people have drilled down. We've estimated around $20,000 to put in a well. And right now we're just really interested in not living on loans and mortgages. You know, we paid for the land outright with money we got from our house sale, with a little extra left over, and we're just really interested in sort of living in our means, and $20,000 is definitely way outside of what we can afford. So who knows? I mean, maybe we can do a fundraiser in the future for something like that. And I'm sure at some point it will get old hauling water. Right now it's working for us okay. It's not that big of a deal, and right now we're also seasonal, so that's definitely also a thing. As we head south in the winter right now, until we have better infrastructure set up here, which would include a better water system and stuff. If we'd like to get to the point where we can winter over here, because this is our home, and you know, we've wintered over here for many years up until just recently. So anyway, so we'd like to get back to that, but we definitely have to do some systems upgrade to do that. But for now, it's working to haul water, and I'm also just really appreciating sort of having a closer connection to water usage, you know, just realizing like how much do we need, how much does it take to, you know, hand wash and drink and cook and all that kind of stuff, and just having a deeper appreciation for the cycle of water and what it takes. So I kind of like not just being in town, turning on a tap and just like taking it for granted that there's water that comes out of it, and just being like, oh yeah, that just having a more deeper connection to where it comes from and how we use it and how we conserve it, and just like being, you know, just really mindful of how much water we use. So anyway, thanks for tuning in for the water update and tour, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.